Okay. Where's your coffee? Oh, quad. Good morning, y'all. Yes, he's right here. Go use the bathroom. Go use the bathroom. Just as soon as I hit the button to go live, it was like, hello, your kids are here. Good morning, Sharon.
Good morning. I'm here.
Will you put them in her room?
Yeah, I got you. You talk about your health. Mine look terrible.
Oh no,
Terrible.
mine didn't look bad. This side. This piece was just like this.
Oh,
It was just going the wrong way. Good morning, Daphne.
good morning. I just sent you my list of things.
Oh, okay. Don't take him with you.
Come on, big dog.
I thought we were ready, but apparently we're not. So please give us just a few moments while Tommy gets his offspring together. I guess that might give me a little bit of time to get some stuff situated over here. Good morning, V. I hope you guys are having a great um, Saturday so far. I think he's turning on the Little Mermaid for the children. Quad's not gonna watch it at all. He's just gonna be in there screaming at the TV. I was like, please don't tell her where we're going. That sounds like you broke something. I know you didn't. What's the first thing on this list you want to talk about? In order?
You talking to me?
Yeah.
I ain't hear
I wouldn't be talking to the children.
I didn't hear you. What was the question?
Is their light on?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I asked what's the order you wanted to talk about things. I will come on, sit down.
Ah,
Good morning, Tommy.
good morning. And welcome to the coffee break. I always want to say that. um now let's get started.
Okay.
So woke up with a headache.
I feel like I never went to sleep.
Yeah.
I had a terrible, terrible case of insomnia last night
Yeah.
that I feel like whenever I do get to crash, oh boy, I'm gonna crash.
Yeah. Man, I feel like I like all this week has been crazy for me. I've been like really pushing it to figure out I had to see like figure out what they were doing. Need to put a mirror right there so I can see. Um
All I hear is quiet yell out, Dad.
nah, but it's like I push myself just to see how much can I do in a day, in a week's time before it hits me that I have to crash because I have to put studying in there. And this was probably the best time for me to do it just because I
Good
had so
morning,
much.
Irene. Good morning, J Dub.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. But it's been a hell of a week. I've been trying to keep up with stuff And so the first things first,
I haven't kept up with anything. But go ahead.
Lily's going to school, and I am stressed out
Why are you
because
stressed out?
I'm nervous, man. Because like not necessarily nervous, but it's like my baby is starting her essentially her job for the next 13 years. You know,
14.
14 is it's 14
Because
or
this is
whatever
just
it is.
preschool.
Right, whatever it is, man. It's like it's a new thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she's never been to daycare.
Mm-hmm.
Her interaction with kids has been very limited,
Mm-hmm.
and Lily's not the greatest student. Like trying to teach her something
To you.
to me, yeah, right, because I'm untrained as a teacher, but she gets things the way that she gets things, right?
And I know that she's a good student because of the progress that she's made in speech.
Yeah,
Like her speech therapist at the ending of last school year kept saying, "Oh, she's ready for kindergarten." And I'm like, "But she's not going to kindergarten.
yeah,
She's going to preschool." And she was like, "Oh, she's overly ready for preschool."
uh,
She was like the things that she knows, not just her language, but like the concepts that they go over.
yeah,
She's like, Lily is advanced
yeah.
in those things. She was like, whatever y'all are doing is working. I was like, we just couldn't figure out speech.
Man, but it's even with the speech thing, it was
Hmm.
like, oh, I failed her
Yeah,
because
you
she
were
can't
just
talk. Like
dramatic.
it's that's my baby,
She could
and I'll
talk.
probably be the same way with quiet. But it's like, as a parent, you want, or me as a parent, because I don't
Hmm.
know everybody else's situation, but me as a parent, I know my child is not gonna be good at everything,
Hmm.
but learning, I was good at learning, and I'm still am good at learning things. Like I can grasp things, I can, and stuff like that. School was my thing. Like
Hmm.
I wasn't the greatest athlete, you know.
Your team sure would.
None of the team wasn't, but we had great athletes. But I wasn't the fastest. I wasn't the best. I worked harder than everybody because I had a chip on my shoulder. But it's like that was the thing that I'm good at,
Hmm.
right? And it's like, do my children have a piece of that? Like, how are they going to be as students? And I didn't talk about people that had a hard time learning,
Hmm.
but I just didn't understand why people didn't get things that I got. I
I never
growing up.
think about things in those terms. I guess I just focused on myself and what I was
No,
doing.
it's like in high school we had a lot of things like I was it was we was talking about this at work, I think. All right, nobody cried. We was talking about this at work, like when you have to read out loud and a kid can't read that well, like they can read, but reading out loud ain't they strong point.
Hmm.
It's like, why can't you? Like, what's going on that you know?
People have anxiety about different
Right,
things.
and as
And
a
I've realized that Lily has a bit of that.
yeah,
Like when Lily likes to do things correct
yeah,
on the first try.
yeah,
And I think she misses the fact that she's 3
yeah.
and she's not going to get it right on the first try.
I think I missed that too.
What?
That she's 3.
Yeah. And so
I'd be like, 3-year-olds are reading these days. She ain't reading.
so it's just like, congratulating her on the things. Jade upset, but why can't you? She's not gonna get physics and she's not a rocket scientist.
Thank you,
This
Jada.
stuff's just not gonna happen right the first try. She gets a lot of stuff right the first try, but like there's also a lot of things that she struggles with. I've noticed now that she second guesses herself when her shoes, like when she's starting to put on her shoes and they're going on the wrong feet,
Mhm.
she be like, "Can y'all confirm?
Yeah.
Is this the right foot?"
Is this the right foot? Do it feel right?
But no, I think that she will be fine when she gets to preschool. I think that she's going to find her way and navigate it well. I'm waiting on that first day that she's like, I don't want to go.
Yeah, that's gonna come Tuesday.
I don't think it's gonna come
And
Tuesday.
Tuesday this week,
It
My
might be
bet.
like Thursday.
My bet. Let's take a bet.
I'm not betting with you. I'm not. Because you conveniently forget what you said. And if I pull out proof, you be like,
No,
that ain't what I meant.
no, man. You be pulling stuff out from 2 years ago,
Don't worry
man.
about it.
That's all I'm saying.
Don't worry
Like I
about
don't remember anything from 2 years ago conversation that we
it.
had if
Doesn't
it
matter.
wasn't recorded.
Doesn't matter.
Um.
It could be recorded and you be like, that ain't
Anyway,
what I meant.
right? You got to prove it.
See? You see?
No, but it's just that idea that she's doing something new that for the rest of her life it starts, a trajectory or something. It starts like decisions she make today is going to start the trajectory of how things work out for her in the end, and just being a dad who's concerned. You know,
Mhm.
it's like how is it? Just anticipating great things, but it's just like, how is she gonna be? Like, is she gonna like this and stuff like? Because I like school. I ain't have nothing else to do
Mhm.
but go home, play the game, play outside, and go to school. That's where all my friends were.
Good morning, Linda. Anywho,
Yeah.
oh,
What
you
else?
talking about
Yeah.
getting around
What?
other kids?
Yeah. That's what everybody has said. Like everything's gonna flow a lot better when she gets
Yeah, we
around.
met some of her classmates, and it's gonna be an interesting time.
Did you notice how short she was compared to him?
Yeah, but no, the little girls and the little boy that was on the stage,
Yeah.
only one of them was near her in height. The other ones towered over her. Lily's just a little person.
Yeah.
She does not have tall parents, so
Nah,
I
she
get it.
don't. She don't. She got a
Although
tall grandparent.
she has several tall grandparents.
Not on my side
I'm
though.
gonna say both of
Her
mine.
great granddad was how old was granddad? 5'11". So he's almost like he had the tall genes. My
And then my granddad is
Yeah,
six
yeah.
five,
And your dad 6'6".
6'6". So it's like there's all these tall genetics, and I don't make
I'm
sense.
just hoping.
I got the runt gene.
I hope Quad and Lily gets your daddy's genes.
I couldn't imagine Tommy as a teacher. Sharon said her son
Yeah.
loves school, and he's a teacher now.
Man, I'd be the dopest teacher ever.
My great aunt tried to get me to become a teacher after
I thought you
college.
would be a good teacher.
What?
I did like pause, right? I thought you would be a good teacher until you get tired of your kids. Like starting the year off would be great if she could be done by 2 weeks in.
That's the school year.
That's the school year.
2 weeks and give me a summer
Hey,
break.
right. She'll come back to August again.
Woo! Get it, kids. You
Oh
gonna learn
man.
the alphabet?
Look.
I would never want to teach small kids though.
by the lad the what is it, 5-10 days? So by day 8,
Good morning, Jack and Glenn.
by day 8, Article would be like, well,
You ain't gotta worry about me. You do not. You seen those skits that go around the dude is acting like Miss Renee, the hood teacher. I would be Miss Renee.
oh man, good morning, Jackie Glenn.
I would be Miss Renee. What are y'all doing
That'll
here?
be so funny, man. Day 9 should bring in me. Me and Quad will be in there helping her pack up.
That's terrible.
Oh man, that's
But no,
so
I've
funny.
never wanted. I always said if I did get into teaching, it needs to be older kids, and I would love to do high school English.
Man. And then for a week and a half, them kids have had the greatest teacher in the world. Anyway, man. But yeah, so Lily's starting school. So you guys say a big prayer for her and wish her good things as this journey continues called life and she switches over to a new life lesson. So there it is. Um, what else we got for this week?
I don't know. I ain't read none of this stuff you sent me. I was trying to when you was upstairs.
So funny story. Man, I wish I would showed you the video yesterday, right? But Somalia, I want to say, is the country. So everybody knows I love track, right? And somewhere in China, they had a track meet. A Somali sports official was suspended for nepotism on Wednesday after a video showed an apparent novice runner
Oh, you did send me this. I didn't watch
skipping
it.
across the finish line. This one, like they was running the 100 meter, 100 meter race
Mm-hmm.
dash, and so they started off. You gotta watch the video. They started the race off like you could tell she didn't know what she was doing because the way she got in the blocks.
Mm-hmm.
Start the race, boom. Everybody takes off, and it looks like her tire blew or something because pow, and she's gone,
Mm-hmm.
but she didn't go anywhere. And so everybody finished, and here it is. She's coming down the finish line 21 seconds late. Like everybody ran 11, 12 seconds,
Mm.
and she ran 22, 23 seconds after them. So, and then she skipped across the finish line.
And the girl that came in next to last was far behind everybody else too.
Mhm.
They shouldn't have put this person in the
See,
race.
and that's why the official got suspended
Mm-hmm.
because that's like a cousin. It's almost as if um and she represented their country for that, and it's almost as if, hey, my little cousin Joe, he run, he faster than everybody in the family. We're gonna put him in there. And ain't did a day of practice, just straight out the family reunion, finna go to this international track meet and run.
Lily
And
could have beat her.
I don't know. It'd have been a tight one. It'd have been a tight
Lily
one.
be like, I'm so fast. Yes. Okay.
No,
I'll make
no,
you some later.
it wasn't a joke. It was like they were for real.
I wish I could pull it up so that you guys could see it. Somali runner. That's funny. That's all you got to type is Somali
Yeah.
runner.
She finished 21.81 seconds, more than 8 seconds slower than the second last runner, more than 10 seconds behind the winner of the heat.
Hold on. There's a way for me to share this. Oh, I gotta find where what window it
Oh, I
is.
done clicked on something I was supposed to.
Oh
Man,
goodness.
you gonna give my phone a virus.
Okay, share the screen. Share the screen. This one. Share.
They said this person wasn't a sports. No, don't it look like
Like
her
you
tire
obviously
blew?
know who it is.
Don't it look like her tire blew?
Mm-hmm.
But the end part is what's funny to me. She gonna did her celebrations, the winner. I thank God. Look. Oh man. So the fact that she just skipped across the finish line as if just did my job. But um yeah, they suspended the official for doing that because they chose her to run.
How did this person make it past other officials? Because there can't just be one person who decides for that country.
Um so
Cause it
basically,
cause it like Beyonce said somebody getting fired.
yeah.
It seemed like it should be more than just one somebody getting fired. This
Oh,
is
you talking
just
about my
one
hair?
straight.
Uh,
Took
uh,
it.
I don't know, man. Like they said, they didn't have anybody registered to um for the event. Excuse me. So
She said it does look like a joke.
it does, but it wasn't. It wasn't a joke. Like I think they was just trying to fill a spot just to be
Mm-mm.
represented at the games. But I
That
mean,
that was truly a We done spend our money.
They saying it'll
Who y'all got?
the here said it suspended Khadija Adine Dahir, the chairwoman of the Somali Athletics Federation. It alleged Dahir had engaged in acts of abuse of power, nepotism, and defaming the name of the nation in international arena. In a letter addressed
So
to the
she's
Somali
the
National
head
Olympic,
person and was like, none of y'all stuff matters, is what I say. Go, my cousin
yeah,
running.
apparently. But the thing was, they were saying that nobody was registered to run in that event for Somali. So um she put somebody in to represent the thing, but they don't know if there's a direct link between the two. So nepotism may be thrown out if it's not.
Mhm.
Um, there was no registered Somali University Sports Association without elaborating on the association and its role in the competition. I guess that's what she was running under,
Mhm.
and you know that's it. Well, I just thought it was funny because it like at first it did look like a joke, but then when they started suspending people, I was like, oh.
Mhm. Somebody getting fired.
And then I thought the girl was hurt, but then when I seen her skip across the finish line, because people get hurt and want to finish their race, but when I seen her skip across the finish line, I was like, nah, this girl ain't hurt. I could beat her at this age. At this age and this weight, I could probably beat her.
I wouldn't try. That's why I
Nah, last
volunteered.
time I ran
That's why I
full
volunteered my
speed.
child, because she be running.
That's the funny part.
What?
When's the last time you ran full speed?
I was at least a teenager.
Last time I ran full speed, I pulled the hammy.
Oh, training with TJ.
Yeah, pulled
That's
straight
funny.
up, pulled the hammy. I was like, golly, I ain't gonna do this no more. So the fastest I've run since was maybe 60%.
Mm-mm.
Gotta leave something in the tank, man. Um, well, let's go to New York. Kasinet, I think that's how you say his last name. Um,
I didn't know that this happened either until
I think it,
literally
I think it happened yesterday.
when we sat down. Like I'm saying, like that's
Oh,
when I found out about it, was when we sat down.
um,
When you sent me this link.
yeah. Kasinet is a big time streamer who blew up basically over, like he was streaming before, but COVID he started to really shine and blow
So
up.
what does he stream? Playing video games?
He started off doing that, but
Okay.
now he just kind of just streams with like just all day streams and like these streams for a very long time. He makes videos with
Does he
random.
make the noises?
Nah, he don't do that, man. So many people do on TikTok that I'll be showing you. Yeah,
My TikTok does not
man,
get fed those things, and if it does, I'm gonna stop looking at TikTok.
man. It's like I'm not gonna stop looking at TikTok. I don't watch those videos, but I'll be like, people really do this. Like it's more people doing it. But
At this age, running full speed will turn your check engine light on.
man,
His got turned on when he was training
look,
with his little cousin.
look, all your lights gonna blink and say no more.
He was down for about a week.
Oh man, my cousin was talking about me.
Oh, he called you old so much.
Man, I know it. He was just waiting on it. But you know what? He still lost. I still beat him
Sure.
with a pulled hammy.
I wasn't there to confirm this. He says no. You
Ask him.
says yes. You
Ask him.
say yes.
He makes up an excuse as to why he lost. And that's what tell you I beat him. I don't get like I'm more than half his age. There's no reason for me to beat him. And he prime athlete. He's the
You
most
more than double his age.
yeah, he's the most yeah, I'm double his age. He's the most athletic he's gonna be in his life
Mhm.
right now, in this period right now.
Probably
And
not anymore
he
since
got
football is over.
well, I mean, like still, he got beat by a washed up past athlete. And I mean washed.
Tommy, if you won the race, it was worth it.
Right, right. That's all I'm saying. Like he lost, I won. End of story. But anyway,
I wasn't there.
Cassinet, uh, I think he got over like 9 million like subscribers or something, and
Hmm.
they all pay money. They pay like $5 to be subscribed to him. So do that
Interesting.
math,
Interesting.
right? So he makes money. So he had an event, didn't go through any of the official stuff like reaching out to the police, reaching out to other people, but he was just doing a meet and greet. He posted it on his social media. Hey, I'm
Hmm.
gonna do a meet and greet at this time today here at this place. I think they said over 7,000 people showed up,
Hmm.
and he got arrested for inciting a riot because a riot happened. He never got to the point of
He was in Union Square Park in Manhattan.
where is that at New York?
Yes, Manhattan, New
Manhattan's
York.
one of the boroughs of New York. I've never been to New York.
Okay, so Manhattan is like where all the action is
Yeah.
of New York City.
So he did this, and it was basically he was like, yeah, I don't know what he was thinking with 9 million people to follow him, and for him to put this out and then just don't think, oh, well, let me let somebody know this is what I'm doing in this area. Um, I don't know what he was trying to give away, but the idea it's two things to this story, right?
Hmm.
One is the idea that he had so many people who just wanted to come out and hang
I'm
out
trying
with
to
him.
find his social, and
Just type
apparently,
in Kai, Kai.
that's what I'm
Oh,
doing. I'm just
um,
not getting it yet.
have you seen? You ain't never seen any of his videos either, have you?
Sorry to
How
this man.
how is they able to open and close it? Leave the door alone.
If they pull the thing down.
No, I don't think so. But just the idea that he's able to bring so many people out.
Oh, he's a black guy.
Yeah, he's black.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I know, man. I'm trying to get more travels in. I ain't I what is it? I've never been on the other side of the Dixon line.
No, you've been on the other side of the
Have I?
Mason Dixon line. That's north.
Oh,
You haven't been west.
I ain't been past Memphis, man. That's crazy.
That is
That's
crazy.
crazy. Memphis is far west I've been.
And no, I can't say that's only because of being married to me, because you went to Memphis before
Yeah. So
you and I got married.
I'm a like my plan is to travel west at some point in the near future.
I have a list of things that I want to do west. That train is one of them.
Yeah. I thought that train was pretty cool.
Um, but I've been further west than Tommy. Like I was about to say I've been as far west as you can go and still be in the US, but I haven't been to Hawaii.
Yeah.
But I've been to Alaska. So
MJ musical. That is a good reason to go. I like MJ.
that is part of what this summer we thought it was going to be, but didn't pan out like that. Um,
That's actually a good idea.
but I keep telling Tommy I want to do like when we go places, the few places that we have been recently, doing like 24 hours in that city because that's usually how long we're gone somewhere.
Man, the funny thing about vlogs is by like 3 o'clock, I'm tired. I'm like, I don't want to do this no more.
Oh, because he's so extra in the beginning. So Tommy will, yes, Lily. Okay.
She
Um,
said we stuck.
go help her, please.
uh,
So,
we got to get to that Usher residency too.
well, it's gonna be over soon.
Is it?
Yep, in October.
Dang.
Um, Tommy gets up in the morning when we get ready to go somewhere, and he'll like get all these shots of us like loading the truck up with our luggage and all this like while we're driving. I need you to catch us pulling up with this sign. I need you to get this. Like he'll redo things. And then when we get there, he'd be like, I don't feel like taking out the camera. I'm like, you did all this setup. And now here we are, like No content for the day. And it's hard for me, especially now that there's two of them, to balance holding the camera and having the kids. Like you never get a full thought out. So we end up putting up the camera and just kind of living. I do think that we have a couple of trips planned for the ending of the year. So we might try to vlog some of those. We'll see how that goes.
You said Tommy Burns out.
You do, because like I was telling them how you like set up all these shots, getting us putting the luggage in the car, coming
Yeah,
out the
yeah.
house.
Give the whole picture like I'm telling the story.
This is Artika strapping Quad into the car seat.
Man, that's one of the things.
Lily looking at ladybugs, because she calls every bug
A
a
ladybug,
ladybug.
but they aren't. But nah, like I try to like get the whole story, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I've been on this kick of storytelling.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if y'all can tell that my storytelling has improved, but it has.
Okay.
But yeah, that's what I be trying to do. And by 3 o'clock, I be like, I'm tired of telling this story, and and nobody else is there to take over.
Oh, like we had great plans to vlog his family reunion. I think that we got video footage of us getting everybody set up for the big pictures,
Yeah,
and we were done.
yeah, like like the when we went to Chattanooga, I got great video of us leaving, but that's as far as it went.
What were we going to Chattanooga for?
For my grandmama's birthday
Oh,
when
okay.
we went to out to eat.
Because we went like to Chattanooga a lot in
Yeah,
like 4 weeks.
yeah. So it's
That's
like
why I was like, which one?
right. It's like, man, I recorded us leaving and hey, we getting ready to go and blah this and blah, just making it
He
interesting
got
for the
me
people to
recording the skyline of downtown
yeah.
Atlanta as we
We're
coming
leaving and
through.
then that was record a little bit of Chattanooga entering Tennessee and stuff like that. And next thing you know,
We checked into the hotel, never to be heard from again.
that camera stayed on his side.
And the crazy thing is that we didn't even go into the hotel to check in. I checked in on the app.
Yeah. Me and some gentleman Jack had a date.
Boy, did y'all. Yo, uncle, I still want to know how much that bill
Man, I
was.
do too.
Cause
I
I
do too.
know from your end of the table, he paid for about 15
Yeah.
drinks.
Yeah, I know.
And
I
then
know.
on my end of the table,
I know.
I was like, goodness.
I'm
Did you finish
curious.
that video? He
Which
said
one?
he liked the journey of building the fence.
Oh yeah.
No.
I'm not done. Look, I'm not done with the fence, but I got the video. It's recorded. I just gotta finish editing it, putting it all together.
Oh, that's
So
what we can do today.
no, I got other stuff that I
No, I'm
gotta do.
saying get the screws that you need.
Oh yeah, yeah. I gotta go back and get them screws. 'Cause I got one door built.
He's building the gate. That's the ending of it, but he can't get the hinges to go into the
Yeah.
post with the current screws that he has. So he needs to go buy some
And
new
let's just talk
screws.
about me vlogging that. You know how frustrating it is if you can't get something. You sitting here having to worry about a camera if it's gonna die. Do you have enough space on the? Do you need to go get another memory card? Oh, is it? Does it have this? Does it have me actually? Can it see me and see what I'm doing and stuff like that? Man, I'll be like, all right,
That's how my garden vlogs ended up like
yeah.
stopping.
But that's the funny, like
I'm
that's
gonna
the
start back up with
like
this fall.
it always starts out great.
It all blends perfectly. Let the liquor tell
Let the liquor
it.
tell it. But man, it's that finish though, man. You be like, the relief or the breath of fresh air when you're done, and then you quickly realize I ain't recording none of this second part.
It's the good stuff. So currently we are, I don't want to say renovating, we're updating
Yeah,
the
we're
kids'
updating the kids'
bathroom.
bathroom.
So like we went in and tore out the built-in soap dish, towel bars, toilet paper holder. Tommy patched those holes
Yeah.
that those things made. And so we're getting into that. They wondering about your fence. You gotta finish your fence, Tommy. You got people that are looking for the
Man,
ending of
hey,
it.
I got you. I got you.
I've been looking for the ending
Have
of
you?
it. Yes.
Man, and the funny part about it is I have it in the like only thing I have to do is sit down. I don't even have to put the videos in the editor.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the actual
Oh, the
fence.
actual you
I'm
like
waiting on the
finish
actual
this.
fence to be
Finish
finished.
here. Our
Um,
fence look like it has a gap too.
it does. It got a hole in his mouth. Um, I'm just waiting on that to be finished because I have things that I want
I
to do
wonder
after that.
I wonder can I just send it to an editor and they just put it together the way I want it to.
Yeah, Fiverr has people that do
But
that.
I'm gonna see. So I can get this fence built out the way,
Well,
man.
we know we need you to finish
Finish
the
it.
fence.
I'm gonna finish it. I'm gonna finish it. I
Um,
just be tired.
but yeah, so the kid's bathroom is the next thing, but he gonna have to jump out of that back to the fence. But thankfully, there's not a lot of moving parts to this bathroom
Yeah.
that he can't
Yeah.
complete because I think the biggest part was me cutting out the stuff and you patching the
Yeah.
holes, and then painting is gonna be a booger.
Right. Cause I'm
Because
height deficient.
our ceilings in their bathroom are really, really high. And
Basically, I can't jump to touch the ceiling.
uh-uh. So
And
he can't even
that
like
would be a
stand
lot
on
better.
anything and
Yeah.
get up there unless it's a ladder.
Look, man. So I was standing on the counter, and Lily touching me and stuff. I was like, "You gotta go.
Oh, she was
you,
so mad
you
at you.
can't be in here touching me while I'm standing up here, man." And I'm just like, imagine if I fail
She was so mad at you
and
because you
hurt
made her
myself,
leave the bathroom. Like
hurt
her
myself,
feelings were
and
hurt.
hurt her.
Well, she hurt herself.
She did because she fell down the
She
steps
did
after
fall down
that.
them steps. I was like, "How did you
I mean,
fall?"
she was pissed and fell down the steps. Oh
God
man.
looked at her like, mm.
He like, I ain't did that yet.
J Dub and Sharon, thank you for saying that y'all want to know what happened. Like add that in every Saturday until he finishes this. Cause me saying it seems like I'm nagging.
Man,
Y'all saying it just like we waiting on the content.
my bad. It's coming. Coming soon. That
Anywho,
fixes everything. Coming soon.
no, it didn't.
That's what Master P did. I take a lot of my business model from Master P. What was her
Okay.
name? Peaches, I think. She had a coming soon for 2 years.
I don't know who that is.
I show it to you on the back of Master P
Yeah, I'm
CDs.
saying I
They
don't know
had
who
all
she is.
these
Did she
coming
ever come?
soons. She did eventually,
Mm.
and I don't think I listened to that album. I was waiting on that jump for a very long time.
I feel like I listened to a lot of Master P growing up, but I know
That's
I never
hilarious,
bought a
man.
CD.
I'm gonna get it. Y'all gonna be surprised too. I'm gonna put it out in part two. Part two, part three,
No, just put it in part 2 and finish.
and then be like, we got a fence built.
Yeah, because I want to start my flower beds.
Oh, okay. Um, then I'm gonna put out a if I had to do it again, this is what I would do
Oh, because there's
differently.
gonna be a story there.
Man. What else we got? We was talking about Casanat and just went off the rails
Yeah,
with that. Move on to the next one,
he
man.
incited a riot.
Yeah. And got arrested for inciting a riot.
I don't see
He
anything.
left.
Apparently, he's not in jail.
Nah, he
'Cause
got out, but he was arrested though.
he posted about all
Yeah.
the people that was there.
Cause he's amazed at what happened. You know what I'm saying? Like I would be too. Let us do a meet and greet, see how many people we get.
Uh, you know what? I don't think that I'll ever. I don't think that I'll ever feel that I'm that interesting
I'm very interested.
to be able to tell people,
I'm the
"Hey,
Dos Equis guy.
come stop."
My thing is like no, I think I would love to be able to set up something for us to like instead of having because the conversations for me are very conversational, right? Very back and forth. right? Is that better? That's a better one.
Okay, go
Very back
ahead.
and forth, but I enjoy good conversation. I enjoy good
Hmm.
company and good conversation. And I'm hoping that we give good company, we give good conversation,
Hmm.
that other people would want to join in on that good conversation, good
Hmm.
company. So that's the whole point of me wanting to do it. Um and stuff. So I like to laugh and joke and talk about things and yeah, man, I'm getting this and getting that and doing this and doing that.
I
So
know we were talking to Jack and Glenn about possibly doing like a they were talking about doing like a cruise or something.
yeah,
Not a big cruiser, but I was like, that could be a good idea
yeah,
theoretically.
right. But I know me, I'm be like, yeah, we're gonna vlog it. We get to the port and you don't see my camera again.
Were we? And we weren't monetized at that point, so we weren't doing a whole bunch of
Yeah,
random things when we went on the cruise.
yeah. Nah,
Maybe the next cruise we go
when we
on.
went on the cruise the first time, I was like, I'm just, but
You was
it's
just happy to have a break from school.
yeah, that's it. I had took a test and then went on vacation. It's like, all right, be gone for the next 4 days or so. Um,
Let me say I couldn't wait for a No Limit project to come out every week in the mid 90s.
man, like and the we on two different ends of the spectrum on that because it was like I had to go over Steve's house to hear the latest masterpiece stuff, but no limit things. But man, I'm just looking at the cases and I'm like, all right, this come out here, this come out there.
My cousins and my brother were in the age range
Yeah,
that they were purchasing these things on their
yeah,
own. So I got to listen as a byproduct
yeah,
of their listening.
yeah. Me too. That's how
Yeah, but
yeah,
for you, it was Steve.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. For me, it
Steve
was
like a brother.
my brother and my cousins. But they're older than Steve is too.
Yeah,
Like
way up.
they're grown.
Yeah, Steven is grown
No, I
now.
mean like these guys are about to turn 50.
Yeah,
Like the
Steve
fact that
stopped.
I just realized that they're about to turn 50 is wild to me. Yeah, so our first one was with Carnival. Our next one will not be with Carnival.
And nothing against Carnival. I just personally, I would rather just if we're going to cruise to like where we go to the Bahamas, I would rather just fly to the Bahamas, spend my time in the Bahamas, and then come back home. Just because I mean cruises are cool and it's an easy way, it's a cheaper way to travel and it's an easier way to travel to get, you know, around and stuff around the world on this side. But it's like it's so much to do in the country, and I feel like when we was in the Bahamas, I didn't feel rushed, but I felt rushed.
Well, we were kind of rushed on that trip because um the other family that was with us
Hmm.
they were trying to get back so that the granddaughter could do some
Oh,
on a Disney cruise.
uh, but
Um
I still was like, how many hours? We was like 4 hours, 5 hours, or
I don't
something.
know. We all well, like everybody with us was like, it's hot.
Yeah, it
I'm
was.
like, it's very hot here.
But when, like, and I think I was spoiled when we went to Jamaica. We had days to say, okay, we're gonna do this,
Hmm.
and then we're gonna do that another day, and then you
And we
know,
still didn't feel like we did everything that we wanted to do in Jamaica, but we did everything that we could do given the time that we were
yeah,
there, and that was a week.
right. But it was like everything was planned out, and we wasn't trying to do everything in 5 hours on one day at one time. And that was the thing. It's like I would rather just go
Hmm.
and experience that because you know,
Um, we didn't get to do Atlantis the way we wanted to do Atlantis. It was just kind of like our last stop, and they was like, "There's gift shops and stuff here." It would be. It seemed like a really nice place to stay,
yeah,
but I also have heard, like J Dub, like it depends
yeah.
on what you're looking for. So,
If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have heard of none of these places.
what Atlantis?
Atlantis, or even the idea of traveling wouldn't seem
Tangible.
tangible for me.
I can see that.
Travel. Only people that made it travel. I ain't made it yet.
I mean,
You
I
know.
could see that being a thing. I had a different one of my aunts traveled extensively, right?
Yeah.
Like I remember as a little girl, she would like bring us back stuff when she would come to Memphis
Yeah.
because she didn't live there. But when she would come back, like I remember my very first perfume was something that she bought me in Paris.
Yeah.
And I was like, y'all stuff come from Bath and Body Works. My auntie got me stuff from Paris.
You know what my first cologne was?
What?
Brute. In the green bottle that I found at the house.
Yes, love.
That sounded like something bad happened.
They threw that fish
Oh,
bowl over. Um, I don't want to stay away from my home for more than 7 days. I could see that. It depends on what I'm doing.
nah, if I went to like let me go to Europe because I think all the like anywhere I can travel by train to get to the next destination, yeah, give me 2 or 3 weeks.
I don't think you could do 2 or 3
I don't
weeks.
think I'll try.
I Tommy was like on day 6 in Jamaica. He was like, "So what time we going home again?"
Was it?
Yes.
I
Like
was ready to go.
you was just like, "Well,
I did
we
everything
done
I
did
could.
everything that we could do here, like without like staying the extra
Yeah,
2 or 3
yeah,
days.
yeah.
So I'm ready to be out."
Man, that's funny.
I stayed at Atlantis twice, once with my husband, second trip with our kids. How did you like Atlantis? Like we just did the touristy side, like we went in, we saw the turtles, went to all the gift shops, went out to the beach, got back on the boat.
Yeah,
We were probably there maybe with like an hour,
yeah,
hour and a half.
yeah.
So
Took a picture in the big chair.
yeah. What she say? We were in Europe. 7 days definitely wasn't enough. You're right, Tommy. It's like 4 vacations in one.
Yeah,
I still think that he would be like, I want to go home.
probably, probably. He like, yeah, Lee. It's a language barrier. I'm tired.
I think that he would yes.
We
Okay.
we stuck.
Um I think that you would have to plan it out to do exactly what you wanted to
Yeah,
do
yeah,
for us to be able to go and stay for more than a week.
yeah.
But I think that it would have to be multiple trips.
But I would want to surprise you though. Like, haha, not tired yet. Yeah, I got another 2 days in me before the I'm ready to go home kicks in.
I think that we've done 7 days somewhere, right?
Have we?
Yeah, that was Jamaica.
Oh, yeah.
So I think that before we jump to like a 3 week, we need to push it to like 9
Yeah,
days.
yeah, definitely. Like I ain't finna come
Like
out the gate
I
and just
couldn't
be
let you
like,
be like, I'm using all my vacation time
nah,
on
nah,
this.
I couldn't do that. I know myself enough to know that nah, that's something you gotta work in.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
And I don't honestly think that at this point, because the pandemic kept us home so long,
Yeah,
I don't think that you could just jump back out at 7 days again. I think we'd have to ease you into 7 with a 5.
probably. It's just just trying to figure out all this stuff, and my main concern would be how much does this cost,
That's always your main
and
concern.
can we afford that and still pay what we need to pay here? So
Make it work.
um, let's talk about this Lizzo thing. You know more information
I
about
don't.
that than
I
I do.
literally do not. I pulled up something. Lizzo sued. Um
Travel vlogs coming soon.
they accused her of sexual harassment and creating a hostile. This is her dancers.
Yeah,
3 of her former dancers accused her of sexual harassment and creating a hostile work environment. The interesting thing that I saw with all of the press surrounding this is that there's also dancers who are not in this lawsuit
Mm-hmm.
who are like, yep, that happened to me too.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna sue her or nothing, but yep, that
Yeah.
happened. Um they were pressured to touch new dancers or a new performer at an Amsterdam club. And then they also were subjected to what they called excruciating auditions. Um, I think they were saying like up to like 12 hours of auditions. I don't I don't dance, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what an audition looks like for an artist
Yeah.
of this caliber. Um you're right, V. 9 people ain't lying.
Mhm. That's the same logic I use for Bill Cosby.
Right.
Like
Um
all these people ain't lying and saying you did the same thing.
it was just interesting because you also have, like I was saying, the vantage point of there's also a group of dancers who are like, yes, this happened.
Yeah.
I'm not suing.
Sharon, I'm not familiar with her music either. If I hear it and
I
I
know
know,
like one song and I
yeah.
can't come up with it off the top of my head.
In my eyes, she's not a huge artist. But in other people in the pop world,
Yeah.
she's a big deal.
She not 90s R&B. I don't know. um no, I think that a lot of Lizzo's fame surrounds the fact that she is the size that she is, and she is out dancing and playing the flute, and isn't that the flute she plays? Yeah.
Hmm.
All this stuff that she also does in addition to her music. But I've never been like, oh, I want to go to a Lizzo concert because I don't know the music. What did this say? Prior to this, lots of her peers say she has a very nasty attitude. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't consume a lot of Lizzo content. Usually when I see things about Lizzo, it's because like when Aries Spears was talking about her and it was on the Shade Room. Like it's never direct Lizzo content that I'm consuming. I don't think all 9 were fired. I think some of these girls are still working with her, and that's why they're not coming forward about anything. Um I'm trying to pull up my article again. Um I don't know. It's been very sexual apparently. And they're all like, nah, we not about to do this. We're suing. I think that she's going to have to definitely take a step back. I know that she put out some type of statement um that says that she was hurt. Everything is false, unbelievable, outrageous, all the buzzwords.
Yeah.
Um it's sad because apparently Lizzo is a large artist.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
she's selling out shows.
But this I the only reason that it was brought to attention to me was because I saw something Erica Badu had said or said something about it, and then Beyonce had stopped using her name in one of her songs. Um, or maybe it's vice versa, but I ain't too sure. But for me, it's like Lizzo gets a bad rap for a lot of things,
Hmm.
and it's like when you hear stuff like this, it's like, man, this is so like terrible. This is like I don't believe it, But it's like if so many people are saying, yeah, you did this, there's some truth in it. Like from your eyes, it may not look like,
And it's not a you did this because I heard about it. It's
yeah.
you did this to me.
Right, right. It's like it's not like me saying, yeah, she did this. Woo, woo, woo.
Mm-hmm.
It's her dancer saying that she did this, and in her eyes, it may be a thing because I deal with it sometimes. Not the sexual harassment and all that stuff, but just not seeing things from your perspective
Mm-hmm.
and not hearing it from your perspective, but just like seeing it from my eyes only,
Mm-hmm.
tunnel vision almost,
Mm-hmm.
and that's you have to be approachable in a manner that people can come to you and say things like that, and you quickly correct the behavior and not have to be sued to see where you were wrong, and then you have to come out here and defend yourself over some stuff that could have been a conversation that long time ago happens, that this stuff is not um made it this far. And then like I don't know what the goal is of the whole thing.
What's
Good
interesting
morning, Ace.
is this says that in this Amsterdam club, Lizzo began inviting her cast members to take turns touching the nude performers and catching dildos that were launched from the performers' vaginas and eating bananas that were protruding from the performers' vaginas. And I'm like, y'all couldn't just say no?
Right, cause like think about that situation.
Asking me to do it is wrong, obviously.
Right,
But then me feeling like I was coerced into doing it, did you feel like you were never going to work again? Like,
right, like that.
what's the feelings
And
behind it?
that's the thing that I mean about being approachable,
Mm-hmm.
because obviously they didn't feel like they can say, hey, no, I don't want to do that. Um, you good, because there's I don't care how much money is involved.
Mm-hmm.
If it don't feel right to me, I'ma just be like, nah, I'm straight. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Enjoy yourself. Cause I ain't gonna kill nobody else's fun unless it impacts me or my members.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I'm gonna tell you the thing about a boss. I'm gonna give you as much respect as you give me.
I think though that that comes with not just age, but also knowing your worth.
Yeah,
Because there's been a lot of things that I accepted in the past that I would not accept now, right?
yeah,
From a manager. Like, and it's not to even say that I've accepted bad behavior, but there's been times that people have said like slick stuff, and I'd be like, I need this job. I'll let it roll off my back. But at this point, now, what'd you say? Say it
man.
again.
I am quick.
Quick.
But it's not like I'm not a person to be like, all right, this was sideways. I'm a person to say, hey, I didn't like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like that was it touched me the wrong way. How did you mean it? Like I'm a more of a conversational person. Now and also in
Mm-hmm.
my dealings, I'm not entertainment, right?
Right.
I'm not in the industry that they're in.
Mm-hmm.
So that is a thing. But I know with what I have going
Mm-hmm.
and what I'm doing currently, it's like it's certain things, a level of respect that I'm going to give because I treat people the way I want to be treated.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's like you can tell in the videos, y'all be like the sound is off. Well, let me fix that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, um,
This is it. Say it twice so I know you meant it. Excuse me.
right.
I didn't hear you.
But it's y'all are funny. But it's
No, I just
that
want to make
thing.
sure I heard what I
Yeah,
heard so
yeah,
that when I react the way that I react,
yeah.
we know that it was
Right,
warranted.
right. But no, it's that thing, I
Mhm.
just don't feel like, and if I do feel like I can't talk to my boss, my manager, and tell and give them, hey, I didn't like this, or this is not working for me, or I need to figure out this part. If I can't talk to my boss like that, because their job is to manage the team.
Mhm.
And if I have an issue, like, and I can't talk to them about that issue, I don't think that's a good place for me.
My last the last two jobs before my current job, there was no like hierarchy
Yeah.
for real. Like it
Yeah.
was me and then it was the owner of the
Right.
company.
Right.
So I had to be the one mostly trying to be careful of what I said.
Yeah.
Um, and I think I did a very good job of doing that. Like, I remember one time I had to terminate somebody and she gave me a hug afterwards. I was like, this has
you
never
But you was
happened.
like, you're not working here no more.
Right.
What you
Like, tomorrow we don't want you to
Yeah,
report in.
we're not giving you anything.
You're
Like,
gonna get paid for the services that you have rendered on
but
that
that's
the
it.
next check is your last
Yeah,
check.
we're not doing
And you're
anything.
not getting paid for this meeting. But um when you look at that, I would never put someone in a position that I would not want to be put in myself,
Right,
right?
right.
So you choose your words wisely. You think through what point you're trying to make, and you try not to make it so that there's a gray area. I know that in entertainment there is a large gray area because there's no other I don't say there's no other, but there's not very many other fields that you could work in where you kicking it at the club with your boss,
Yeah,
where you're drinking with your boss. And if your boss asks you in corporate America, if your boss asks you to let's go see a new performance, you would be like, this is sexual harassment. Like, why would you do this? Um, no, I meant that too. She wasn't getting paid for that. um, but it's gray area and people look at it like this is my home girl, but this not your home girl, this your boss.
yeah,
And you a lot of the times you want the access that working with this person gets you.
yeah.
And those lines get blurred
Right,
real
and that's the and
fast.
I get that part, and I think that's what I was trying to touch on earlier was with these dancers. A lot of their contingency to actually working with other artists and bigger artists and furthering their career is how they are with with the current artists that they're dancing with and stuff like that. So it's like a lot of things with their career are contingent on their current job,
Mhm.
but there has to be a way to say, no, I'm not doing this. Or a way to get to the point of I'm able to have a conversation with you. Like you have your fun
Mhm.
and do my thing. But the bigger issue is her, like I think she was calling them fat and lazy, and I'm making up lazy. But I think she was degrading them and as far as like talking about them. And I'm like, as a manager, your expectation needs to be set. And if
Mhm.
these artists don't meet the expectation, then you let them go.
Mhm.
And that's as far as the conversation goes
And that's
with
what
that
they were
part.
saying was like some of them felt like they got fired like for no reason. Like one of the girls says that she got fired after she spoke up when Lizzo was saying that they were drinking before the performances.
That she told Lizzo that she was drinking.
No, Lizzo told the dancers, y'all been drinking before the performance.
Oh,
And she was like, no.
I had.
Yeah, she was like, no, ain't nobody been doing none of that. Or
Yeah,
paraphrasing.
right.
But basically what she's saying, she was like, she got fired shortly thereafter that. So they said that they would one girl during a 12-hour rehearsal was so afraid that she was going to lose her job if she went to the bathroom that she soiled her pants. It was just like
Yeah, you can't work in conditions like that.
you can't
And I don't think it's fair for you to work in conditions like
and you
that.
should not have to.
And I would just be like, FTJ.
I was about to say what?
You know what I mean.
I once I thought about it, even in the entertainment field, a manager is still responsible for a safe work environment.
Yeah.
It is. I've worked in entertainment too.
Yeah.
So like you have again, it's the blurred lines. Like that's the only job that I've ever worked where my boss, the owner of the company, be like, "We taking shots," and I'd be like, "No, we're not." Like I'm not, but do as y'all must. I had a boss I would kick it with. He was never inappropriate. He was just a good time. We still kick it today and haven't worked together in years.
You know, Reggie was my boss at one time.
Yeah.
Reggie was my best man at our wedding. And when we worked at the rec center, Reggie was a supervisor. Imagine, and we lived together. We were roommates too. Imagine like the conversations we had.
It
Like
was
when he tried to tell me something to do at work, I'm gonna talk about him because we like we're brothers, right? I'm gonna talk about him. Now I'm gonna go do
I
it.
had a manager who um frequented the strip club.
Yeah,
So much so that one of the bartenders at the strip club he frequented was making our schedules.
yeah,
I was like, no, sir, we will not have Hennessy on the schedule.
that's funny.
I'm taking over this duty.
That's funny.
And like me and him, I haven't talked to him in a while, but me and him still are cool.
Yeah,
Like I let him know when I'm coming to Memphis
yeah,
because like he was my manager for a good bit of time. He was someone that I like you know how you just have people that you have fun working with. Even as a manager, it was fun to work with him. But I wasn't going to the strip club with him. But I would talk about his stripper girlfriends.
yeah.
Like they would come by.
That's funny.
I would be like, okay.
Some people need their job. I was gonna get to that one first. That's true, and I've been in that situation before. Um, well, I mean, like we all need a way of taking care of our family and stuff like that. But uh, that's the thing. It's like in need of a job. How do you deal with the situation? Like you still have to have. There still has to be a level of respect.
I just can't see myself working somewhere and I'm afraid to go to the
Right.
bathroom.
Nah. And it's crazy because when any like at my current job, um, like the people that clean up,
Hmm.
I treat them the same as I treat the people like my manager and the boss's boss,
Hmm.
you know? And I look at it as being that's how I would want somebody to treat me because a lot of people would think, oh, they just the clean up crew. They don't really talk to us. We don't talk to them because I've seen people like just completely ignore them.
Hmm.
Um, at this job and at other jobs too.
Hmm.
But like you just don't treat people that way.
Everybody's worth a hey, how you doing today?
Everybody's worth that. Everybody's worth helping
Right. But I'm saying, like, in just the I am you know this about me. I am not a person that gets close to people at work.
at all. At all.
But that's not going to stop me from a hey, how you
You
doing?
hit them with the
Like I will speak to everybody
yeah.
at work, but after work, don't get this confused.
I am not a friendly person.
I am not your
I
friend.
am not trying to be friends. I am not trying to hang out with
And this
you.
goes from people that are in the same pay grade as me, above and below.
Yeah, I am not trying to talk
I
to you.
don't want to hang out with y'all.
That's too funny, man.
It's cool that you're cool at work. Don't text me on the
But it's
weekends.
it's it's we
It
live in
feels like work.
we live in a society where we put um uh how the humanity on a pay grade,
Mm-hmm.
which is weird to even think about, but it's like how do you that's funny.
And don't ask me. I'm not going.
But it's like
I'm busy.
how do you put humanity on like the level of respect you get for being a human is dependent upon the amount of worth you bring, and I don't think that's right
No,
because
it's not right at all.
like if you think about it, and I hate to say it like this, but children are like they have a negative value.
You
Up until a certain point, they have a negative value,
just be
but
making noise and in the way.
no new friends.
You be like,
Uh,
goodness.
and right, that's the surprising
You want me
part
to pull
about
that one back up?
that's the surprising part about this whole Lizzo situation is because she's always talking about what people are doing to her, what people are saying about her. We even talked about her a few weeks ago, and I was like, yeah, when I hear about her, it's always about her weight.
It's it's never anything that until this, it's never anything that she had done. It was just other people complaining about her being. Now this is a story about what she's done,
Right.
and I believe this is going to end up being a settle out of court for an unspecified
Oh
amount of
yeah.
money,
Oh yeah.
and
She just
she'll
gonna
just have to be more conscious and careful about the things that she's doing when she's with her
yeah.
employees. People do worship money and status.
Yeah.
Thank you, Daphne.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Um
And hurt people hurt people.
yeah, she gotta stop being hurt, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know what the hurt is about. Like, you need to eat this out of somebody's vagina, because that's just weird.
All right, so this is where my mind goes, and then I'm gonna let it go. I instantly think about myself, be like, yeah, over at 3M Media, we gonna have a good time.
um
Or at the CPA firm, we gonna have a good time. If you don't want somebody all in the video.
this so when she just said I sound like her cousin, she gets mad when people try to force social events on her. Tommy's job had an event. I don't know if it was this year or if it was last year,
I think it was last year.
but they had an all day event at like a I don't even remember what the place was. And I was like, here they go, making you
Main
have
event.
that's
Yeah.
where it was.
The where we went. Yeah.
And I was like, here they go, making y'all have forced fun. It's like you disguise it as team building, but it's like we're going to rent out this place and we want y'all to be with each other. But I'm like, my idea of fun is not hanging out with people at work.
But I had a good time.
My idea
But
of
it's
fun.
I go I can be placed anywhere and have a good time because I enjoy it. Like I laugh at my own jokes
You do.
and I enjoy myself.
Okay, so I can have a good time. However, I don't need it.
However, everybody else ain't gonna know if you having a good time. I don't know if it's fun for her or not.
One, yes, I'll agree there. But two, I don't need you to force team building on me in a fun setting. Let's just go on and get these little icebreakers. I got the same three things on two truths and a lie. Like, tell me something interesting about yourself. It never goes too deep
Yeah,
because
yeah,
we're not friends.
that's funny.
I can make friends at work, but as a unit, we are not friends.
Some of my closest friends today have been because I worked with them or worked under them.
I can
Travis,
I can say
big
that same
bro,
thing too. Nisha, we work together. That's
yeah,
how we met. Ace and I have worked together at several jobs. I'm trying to think of who else. That's pretty much it.
yeah,
That's the
that's
two
funny.
friends that I have that I've worked with.
Hey, she keep her circle small. I'm glad I'm in it. She be kicking me out sometimes, but she always invite me back. Um, that's too
It
funny, man.
is
I
what it
love you to
is.
death, man.
It
Um,
is what it is.
two truths and a lie is fun. But yeah, man. You just have to. You gotta treat people good.
Mhm.
Like and that's the thing I think we're missing as human beings is sometimes people don't feel like people are supposed to be treated well.
Mhm.
Like a few weeks ago, this issue comes up with some of the people. I think it's called the Rio Grande.
No
Like
idea what you're talking
they
about.
put buoys up and like barbed wire in the water
Mhm.
where the countries like meet.
Mhm.
to stop people from crossing over,
Mm-hmm.
which I get. You have to figure out a way to control it,
Mm-hmm.
but that was an illegal thing that they did. And I think a kid got trapped in one of the like buoys and was being pulled down, and people was just watching because
They
they
were
could.
like, he's illegal.
And the people that did go to help, I think, got in trouble for helping. Like that's the craziest thing. It's like even though you don't know this person and the situation you set up is actually about to kill a person, and you just got to sit there and watch, like that's not right.
Humanity needs to be inserted more often than it is.
Yeah,
But that's a whole
that's
nother
it
conversation
completely
for
different,
another day.
completely different conversation for another day.
But
Um,
it's just it's sad,
yeah, it's terrible.
but I still stand on we not friends
No
anymore.
new friends, no new friends, not at all. Um,
I'm gonna be honest, if it wasn't for Tommy, we probably wouldn't have like people over and stuff like that because I am the awkward one in this relationship. Yes, Lily. Yes, I will.
yeah, that is true. It is only a problem when you get fired. But when you get fired or quit, man, you pretty much stop talking to them folks.
Well, no, I'm think she's talking about the lawsuit.
Oh yeah,
Like
nah, it's a
the
problem if you don't.
12-hour days were only bad, or you being accused of drinking is only bad if you got fired
Yeah,
afterwards. And it's like, yeah, it was bad, but like we were saying, there's also still that group of people who are like, yeah, that happened. I still work here.
yeah, yeah, and you always gonna have those people. So,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm a man of my own. Um, yeah,
Okay.
I don't know where I was going
I
with that.
don't either.
You got anything else?
Nah.
I think the kids are tired of doing what they're doing,
They're tired of Lily
and
wants some hot chocolate.
I got to get to editing this fifth video.
Thank y'all for saying something.
Um,
Um,
I also got to get my other stuff
we about to go
going.
get these deck screws.
Yeah,
We
and
need to find the box of the ones that don't work
I
so we
am,
can get some better
I
ones.
am. But yeah, hey guys, I appreciate. I hope the coffee break was as good to you guys as it was to me. Um, you
How's that
guys
happen?
make sure you like this video, share it. I'm gonna chop this up so we can see, chop up each conversation, see how that goes for us. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed to us. If you're watching on Facebook, go to YouTube, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below, let us know your thoughts. Be on the lookout for more stuff. Me and Artiga have been talking about actually putting out more content. As
I'm
you
not laughing at you. I'm
as you
laughing with you.
guys have said, I need to put out the videos about my fence and all this stuff. So that's coming.
Huge plans for this fence
Yeah.
once he gets
Yeah.
it finished,
Once I
and
get it finished, and
it's
everything.
gonna close in the yard.
Right, right, right. See us playing out. I got a drone. I can use some little drone footage and everything. A lot more production from 3 Up Media Studios is coming, so be on the lookout for that. If you haven't already, go subscribe to Artika's channel, Artika in the Garden. I don't know what her
It's
channel.
called Life with
Life with
Artika.
Artika, and then we also have a 3 Amp Media Studios channel too. Go follow
And
that.
both of those severely need content.
Yeah, we're gonna start dropping content on everything. So yes, we are.
Okay.
What else? That's all the announcements that I have. You got anything? Well, guys, we love you guys. We appreciate you guys joining us. Another Saturday morning for the coffee break. Get out, enjoy your weekend. It seems to be cooling off a little bit, so get outside and do a few things. And
Oh yeah, I can do some garden work
yeah,
maybe.
and yeah, we out. Peace.
Bye y'all.